Welcome to this episode of the Faster Than Lightspeed podcast. I'm your Captain Kenny with my XO.
Joey.
Joey, give a little bit more energy to that.
Oh, Joey.
Alright.
That's totally fine. Totally
I feel
acceptable.
like we need to even out the amount of dialogue in the intro instead of you just saying one word.
I like it. I think it has personality that way.
I don't know. Today we're going to be reviewing Marvel's Black Widow, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to need you to say more than one word. Oh, we also, well, to help us review it, you might have heard her in the background. We have a visiting ambassador joining us. What's your name, Maggie?
Maggie.
Yes. So why are you on this episode?
Because I also love Marvel, and I loved this movie,
But
and I think I would have good commentary.
I mean, like, what's your experience with Marvel, Maggie? Give us a bit of a background as to why you should be, we are having you on the podcast.
Well, I have always loved Marvel, but, like, recently, I have started watching it more, and...
Up until recently, you have not seen any of those.
What? That is untrue! That's untrue. Growing up, my favorite movie was Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, and now I force
Well, I
all
was
my
going to
friends...
argue, are you still not growing up?
Okay, but you know what I mean. When I was little.
Okay.
I guess he stopped growing.
Yeah. Well, and now I force all my friends to watch Marvel marathons with me. So, yeah,
Okay.
I love Marvel.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen all them. You didn't know who Batroc the Leaper was.
Bro, I still don't know who that is.
You don't need to.
And
He's in Winter Soldier.
And you've watched Falcon Winter Soldier, and you still don't know.
Yes, I have.
To be fair,
And he was in your favorite, supposedly your favorite movie for quite a while. He was in your favorite movie.
To be fair, do they ever really say his name in the movie though?
Yes, they do.
They do.
Several times, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
You suck. Why are either of you on the podcast?
I'm more of an Iron Man 3 kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. There's like the group of people that like Winter Soldier, and there's another group of people that like Iron Man 3.
Which
Why can't
only
you
is
like
you.
both?
Which is only
Why
you
can't you
that
like
likes
both?
Iron Man
You
3.
can like both.
No. Iron Man 3 sucks.
You liked Iron Man 3, did you?
Yeah, I like Iron Man 3. It's not like that good.
I am the Mandarin.
I like...
Like, if I'm picking a movie to watch, I'm not going to pick Iron Man 3.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Nobody
favorite
would.
Christmas movie.
Wow, you're one of those people.
Harley is awesome in that movie.
I do love Harley.
Yeah. Foreshadowing with Tom Holland.
Great they brought him back in Endgame. Why did they do that?
Way to make the mood dark.
I really hope they make Armor Wars and have him in it. And he gets like his own Iron Man suit. That would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he will be. So, well, okay. So Maggie, I don't think you've listened to any of our stuff, but we'll start off with
We start off
with
What
important.
episode was it the DS9 podcast that you listened to? Because no one's listened to that one.
I don't know which one.
I think more people listen to that one than other ones that we've had.
Really?
So we start off with important news. So, Joey, do you have any important news?
Marvel related one.
Yeah.
I do.
You have one.
Well, hold on. I didn't ask you yet.
Marvel has announced that they're not going to be doing massive multi-movie deals with actors anymore.
Why
No.
is that?
They just want to get actors that are passionate about the project.
Okay.
So they're going movie by movie, which I think is a terrible idea.
I don't
Then
know.
I can't like fall in love with the actors. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
they could just be gone.
yeah, you don't get like a connection with the actors then.
Yeah. Like, I think it's not a good move.
That's what I love about Marvel.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that stuff was probably going to happen with the actor who plays Thor and Hulk. But, like, every character going forward.
Mark Ruffalo, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chris Hemsworth. Like,
Yeah.
going forward, that's, I don't think, the correct move.
Well,
What do you
going
think?
forward, they don't have any real saga that they're setting up. Anything equivalent to Infinity Saga? Have they?
They
Doesn't seem like they are setting up
I'm-
anything yet.
I'm
Yet.
sure they
It's
will.
tough to say. But yeah, then again, we've only had what 2-3 movies since
Yeah.
Endgame,
We had
plus the series, but I don't really include those.
We have Spider-Man if you want to count that, but
That's what I said. Yeah,
Spider-Man doesn't
Because
really
we've
count.
had
That's Sony.
We had Far From Home, and what, Black Widow now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other ones.
Well,
since Endgame.
Loki.
Does
Well,
Falcon
I
and
said,
Winter
and then
Soldier
there's
count?
series, and then there's
Yeah.
series, which I'm not counting too much.
They're hinting at the multiverse stuff.
Yeah.
What about have you guys seen the teaser for the Marvel's What If series, that animated series?
Yes.
I think you showed me it.
I don't think I
Yeah.
didn't show you it.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Because when I was talking about Peggy Carter, you made me watch
Well,
it.
I've told you about it because
You
you're
made me
obsessed
watch it.
you're obsessed with Peggy Carter.
Oh, yeah. But, like, in certain situations.
What?
What's the criteria of a good Peggy
Does
Carter
that mean
moment?
that just live action?
No.
Is that what that
Okay,
means?
that too. No, it means
What do you
her
mean?
not as a love interest.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You say that.
Her without Steve Rogers.
I mean, this is gonna have Steve Rogers though.
Are you kidding?
Is it-
So you don't
though?
like her in any of the movies? You only like her in the TV show Peggy Carter?
No,
Agent
I like
Carter?
her. I like her in the first one, kind of.
What does that mean? That has Steve Rogers.
No, I don't. The thing is, I don't know. I just
I don't
hate.
understand.
I just hate how Steve Rogers ruined her life.
That's not true though.
Yes, it is
No,
true.
it's not
yeah,
true.
it is. She was doing fine. If you watch the Peggy Carter show, you would see that Peggy Carter is better without Steve Rogers. That is all. Also, I would like to say this is my news for today. Is that Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans will not be.
Hold on, we're not done talking about What If yet.
No, we're
Oh,
done.
this
we're
is
done.
no. This
We're done.
is what if. This is what if.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. will not be voicing Iron Man in the What If series,
Okay,
and
I
Chris
believe that.
Evans will not be voicing Captain America
Yeah,
in the What If series.
I believe that. Yeah.
That breaks my heart.
Although
I
this
was
is
so hoping
this
that they
is
would.
Chadwick Boseman's last. Is this his last
Yeah.
role?
Yes.
Since,
Yes.
Yeah,
before he
yes.
died, or is it? I might have just heard that it was his last one as Black Panther, but I think it could be his last one.
I think it
Yeah.
is probably his last one. Unless we have some sort of surprise cameo in like Shang-Chi or something, but
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Because what did we see in that? Because there was one that was gonna be if Black Panther was Star-Lord.
which is what they're going to be pushing a lot.
What?
Just
because-
yeah. If Black Panther was, or if T'Challa was taken as a kid instead of
Who?
Peter Quill.
Who has any theories about that?
It's
Who
not a
ca-
theory. It's just whatever.
Yeah, who came up with that? Like, you could have done so much
I don't
better
know.
than that.
There was
Evil Living
because
Planet, give me my son. So I can conquer the universe. They come back,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
know.
does this guy look anything like me?
Well, he's an alien planet, Joey.
I guess.
So there was that one. There was Marvel Zombies as well, which I think is a popular comic book one, but I don't know if I have much interest in that. There was a lot. I don't know if this is supposed to be linked with Doctor Strange stuff, because they were showing Doctor Strange and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was supposed to be more. This is like The Watcher.
Do you think all these What If episodes are going to end with the TVA coming in and saying, all right, guys, we got to wipe the timeline. Wrap it out.
It's possible.
Hopefully
it seemed.
not.
It
I
seemed
would
more like
not
this
like
is what
that.
The Watcher was looking at.
We see Peggy Carter just get zapped.
Maybe that's why she's at the TVA.
Dude,
She's not
she won't be captured by the TVA, right?
Well, that's because we see, was it Captain Carter more or less,
Yeah.
and Steve is gonna be
Yeah.
in a giant Iron Man suit.
What?
Yeah, he's gonna be in like a Iron Man suit, kind of a. I think like Stark is gonna make him like a suit that he'll be able to fly around in. I don't know if you saw that in the
Okay.
teaser, but you kind of see a thing of that. I think you saw Arnim Zola in there too. I think I remember
Yeah.
seeing that. What else was
The
in there?
animation sucks.
The animation reminds me of Resistance,
Yes.
which at times was kind of good. Whenever they were flying, it was really good. But once, like, I didn't like it for like people.
Yeah.
I think it was like the exact same as Resistance,
Mhm.
wasn't it? Yeah, I wonder if they just got those guys from Lucasfilm.
All right, do you want to talk about Black Widow now? Or do you want to talk about What If more?
I mean, do you have any more important news?
No.
No.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
One call.
Shh. We're not sponsored, Maggie. Don't give them free promotion. She's cutting it.
No, don't cut it. That's funny.
Shh.
That's funny.
So on what was it, Thursday?
Yeah.
We went to the theater to see Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
First time back in the theater for like what, a year and a half? What was
Over a year for me.
yeah, what
September.
What was the last movie that we saw in theaters? I don't even remember. Before this one.
The last one I saw was Jumanji.
Why did you see Jumanji?
I went with my grade. I went with a group of my friends.
Just with school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went, not, 'cause I used to work in a movie theater.
Right.
And, I used to, like, when I was there, I kind of watched part of 1917.
Okay.
Just part of it. Didn't know what was going on. I just liked watching for the visual effects.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was probably my last time.
Okay.
But yeah, September.
So yeah, we saw it. Should we do spoilers and non-spoilers
No,
section?
straight to spoilers.
Just straight to spoilers. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess disclaimer: if you have not seen Black Widow, you don't want anything spoiled for you.
Spoiler alert.
Don't
Spoiler
Don't
alert.
listen to
they
this.
kill her off screen. We don't know what happened.
you know.
She's just dead.
Yeah, so don't listen to this if you haven't seen Black Widow or any Marvel properties, I guess. If you haven't seen, if you haven't even seen Falcon Winter Soldier, maybe don't listen to this.
Just catch up on all of it.
Catch up. Mustard.
Cut that out.
Cut.
Cut. All right, guys, and we're back.
So, I mean, we can just get into our overall thought. So, we can go into my notes if we want to. I took some notes during this.
You did?
Yeah, I took notes. Look at my notes.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Okay.
not that many notes.
Let's just talk about the intro right now.
So, yeah, I mean, it starts off, I liked the beginning because it starts off with a sort of, would you call it a prologue? Yeah.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah.
For the opening
so
credits.
it's like set in 1995,
Kind
and
of like a backstory.
Natasha's in like a plant family, like a Russian plant family,
Yeah.
which is consistent of the characters that you've seen in the trailers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 1995, so they're just for the Russian government. They're not for the Soviets, right?
No.
The Soviet Union's gone.
They made it seem
right?
like it was not even just the Russian government. It was like some sort of new organization.
If
with
it was
Dreadnoughts.
just, yeah, because the real villains are the Red Room in this, which is some secret assassin organization.
Right.
That's just the widows, Black Widows.
Yes.
We have so many Black Widows.
Yeah. That kind of makes me sad, though. But, because she's not, as unique as I thought she was.
I never thought she was.
No.
I thought you knew that, Megan.
Okay, I did, because watching
Agent
Carter.
Oh my gosh.
Agent Carter, you see that there's a villain in there.
Well, you see that.
Another
yeah.
spoiler alert for Agent Carter. is the
Nobody's
villain.
gonna ever watch that. Nobody's ever gonna watch
Got
that.
canceled.
No.
Where were
that's so
you?
sad.
Where were you when Peggy Carter, the show Agent Carter, was canceled?
So yeah, we start off in 1995, and she.
Just skip that.
Hold on, we gotta get back on point.
We're never finishing this episode.
Oh, go.
We have to stay on topic somehow. That was my favorite part of the movie. I think was that whole prologue.
Absolutely. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because it felt like
I didn't
it was
really
interesting
like
because
it.
it felt really grounded. It reminded me of Black Ops Cold War almost as well.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like her blue hair.
I
the
thought that
blue
was
on red
odd.
hair, but whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was really odd.
was probably 90s.
They did
That's the 90s.
they did 90s music, right? They did
Yeah.
Nirvana and American Pie was the
Yeah.
the other one. Yelena's favorite
Yeah.
song was American Pie. And I was confused if Yelena, I guess she was put there before she was aware of what's going on, that she's a widow, right?
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like, because they were in Ohio for 3 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And later they referenced that they were trying to get intel from a Shield, but it was really Hydra plant, some sort of facility, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like
Are
that.
they different at this point? They're just the same.
In that time,
Yeah,
no.
technically though.
I mean, that was definitely Hydra. But we go into it, and then it's flash forward to 2016. Civil War went down, right? We see. I had a note about. Oh yeah, there was something. What was it? Melina said some weird facts about fireflies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be like, oh, she has like what was it? What is it? Photoeidetic memory.
Oh yeah.
Photographic memory.
Yeah.
What were you,
And she
what
was
were you
going
trying to say?
photographic memory. I don't remember what I was
Yeah.
saying. Photographic memory, and that she was gonna be master.
I thought
because
that
she can
literally every
memorize.
trailer.
Because she can memorize firefly facts. That's the tease. She can memorize stuff.
Yeah, I thought that the same thing literally before the entire movie came out. I'm like,
But yeah,
this girl gonna be Taskmaster.
But nah, there were a couple trailers with her and him in the same scene, but then there were opening credits.
I
Something
hated that.
It was weird.
away.
It was weird, right?
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was watching a Marvel movie.
It was really
I was
weird.
like, did I walk into
I'm like,
the wrong
what just
theater?
I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like opening credits. In a
Yeah,
Marvel
for
movie?
sure.
So really,
But they still
really,
had end credits.
yeah. Well, but what really though? The entire movie is like a mid-credit scene,
Hey.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
that's
trippy.
so we only have the movie is really only the prologue, and then the whole second and third acts are just they're the mid-credit scene,
Get ready for the longest mid-credit scene you've ever seen.
right? I mean, even still, like they did the story through the opening credits.
Yeah.
Which showed-
They're gonna say they did the story through the mid-credits. It's like, yeah, you're right, because it was all
The whole
mid-credits.
story.
Because what was it? Because they kind of show Natasha and Yelena getting shipped around, and getting inducted into the Black
Yeah,
Widows.
I think what they showed, like, during the beginning credits was so cool. I could watch a whole movie
it was
about that.
it was very grounded, and to me that was cool.
Yeah.
It was grounded and didn't feel like super like.
Because it kind of shows what they've been talking about throughout
Yeah.
all the movies.
Well, not all the movies.
Basically.
What were all the reference? Because they've only ever referenced the stuff in Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
That's the only time I can really think of references to it.
I don't remember. I thought they talked about it a little bit in Avengers.
People?
No, not really. I mean, they talk about Budapest,
Yeah.
which they go to.
I loved that.
Okay.
That reminded me of Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would show up, but as soon as you
Same.
introduce him, it's no longer a Black Widow.
Yeah.
It becomes a Hawkeye movie. But he's getting his own show, right?
He is?
He's getting a
I
show.
thought you, and it's gonna be with Haley Seidel.
Oh, you did tell me that. I love her.
Radio Disney's next big thing.
So,
Haley Seidel.
because then we go into and Thunderbolt Ross is trying to hunt down Black Widow, which for a second I thought, are we gonna get Red Hulk in this? But I realized that we can't get Red Hulk, otherwise they'd be talking about that in like Infinity War or anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
Because Maggie, do you know Thunderbolt Ross?
No.
Why are we having you on here if you don't even know who?
I don't
You
know
guys
who
fine.
that is.
That's the Secretary of Defense that was hunting Black Widow.
He basically made the Soviet Accords. Remember in like how they're all
I
kind
know.
of...
I know. who
Yeah,
you're
that's
talking about.
Thunderbolt Ross. In the comic books, he becomes Red Hulk.
Picture Hulk, but red.
Right.
That's odd.
Right. But
I
so
wouldn't have like that.
we a lot of people have been waiting for him to turn into Red Hulk at some point. I thought because she was saying like, "Oh, you look a little tired," and I'm like,
Ooh,
"Time to be Red Hulk.
yeah.
time to juice up." You
Yeah.
know? That's why I thought for a split second, I'm like, no, this is a prequel basically, so it can't.
Yeah. You're saying
really
that
happen.
they don't hint at anything. They're hinting at the Thunderbolts.
That's true. I mean, if we think that's the Thunderbolts, we don't really know much about the Thunderbolts, do we?
We're gonna see Abomination join the Thunderbolts and Shang-Chi probably.
I don't know about that.
He's an iconic Thunderbolts character.
So we see her go into hiding in Norway, right?
Yes.
And she meets
Yeah.
with some sort of money launderer guy.
You know, her best friend that we've never seen before.
Never
Yeah.
seen her before. The Thunderbolt also mentions that Sam Wilson was captured, which got us to thinking that is this before that post, or what was it, before that ending of Civil War?
Yeah, like it was. Like,
But
did
did Black Widow have? No, we didn't see Black Widow in that scene, did we?
Credits?
It was just
Yeah.
Captain America in that scene, right?
Yeah, but I think they said that Black Widow was also there. I think later on they said that. I think in Ant-Man they said that.
I don't think that's true.
Ant-Man the Wasp. I think they said that Black Widow and Captain America.
Did she have blonde hair though?
That's a real question.
We never saw.
Right, that's a question.
Um,
So yeah, it sounds like this could be trippy. in
Kevin
terms of
Feige,
that.
you need to answer. I think we need Kevin Feige. We invite you to come on this podcast and tell us: did Black Widow have red hair, blonde hair, or blue hair
Blue hair.
Blue
for
hair.
this? I
Or
think
the
it was blue.
ombre. The red to blonde.
Yeah, I think after
Oh, yeah.
reuniting with her family, they
So
went blue.
so yeah, while Black Widow is hiding out in Norway, right? She's in her RV.
Okay.
She was watching a movie. Do you remember the movie she was watching?
It was the worst. It's,
Wait, I
do you
don't know.
do you know what movie it was?
No.
Did you know that's a James Bond movie? She was watching.
Really?
She was watching she was watching Moonraker, which is Joe and I's least favorite Bond movie.
oh, you
Oh.
agree with me on this?
Maybe.
Well, now it might
I
be
know
my favorite.
It's a really silly James Bond movie where they go to space. Some weird
What?
space stuff. Yeah.
I was like, there's two movies I hate. Two. There's Moonraker, which I hate, and then there's Batman Returns
Oh.
Batman Return. Okay.
with the Penguin.
Oh, Batman. I thought you were meant Batman Forever for some
Oh
reason.
no, I love Batman Forever.
Why?
and Robin.
We're not getting into
Batman
Batman.
and Robin
right
maybe slightly better though.
now. Getting into 90s Batman. What else? Should we look through my notes? So yeah, and she memorized all the lines to Moonraker. That was hilarious. I'm like,
Out of
what?
all the
All
movies,
the movies she memorized. Maybe she just memorized them all for all the movies, right? I wish it was GoldenEye she was watching. To be honest, I think
Golden
that-
Eye.
You don't have to. You don't have to sing the song.
We're gonna get copyright strike.
You
Is
don't-
that why?
No. I just don't want to hear you sing the song.
Fair.
Yeah, and what? She gets attacked by Taskmaster on the way to the store. Which, how do you feel about that entrance?
I just thought Taskmaster would just beat her up way quicker.
I thought he did, or I thought
Yeah,
Taskmaster
same. I thought
did.
she went down.
She like throughout the entire movie, which I thought was pretty good, was that she never really stood a chance against Taskmaster. The only way she, I guess, stops Taskmaster is like because she finds out there's a button on the suit to basically like stop him or whatever it was, right? Or she had
Yeah, the
she had
chip.
that thing. But I mean, Maggie, what's the plot of the movie? Of this whole movie? So like
Yeah.
then we get introduced to the main plot.
Yeah, tell us what the movie. Tell us about the movie. What's the movie's plot?
It's her, like, and her sister trying to take down the Red Room.
No, but like, what is the Red Room doing?
Like,
You and
creating-
Joey are
creating
so
assassins.
undescriptive.
Creating assassins.
But how though?
Black Widows.
But how?
By, like, stealing women, kind of, abandoned
Okay.
girls, taking
Plus.
them in, and, like, kind of basically brainwashing them.
Yeah, mind control,
Yeah.
which
I think is weak.
I thought was lame.
It was the weakest part of the whole movie.
I thought it would have been more interesting to have a
Is
bunch of
Black
Black Widows
Widow-
that legitimately are like believing in that.
Is
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
Widow brainwashed?
No.
Like, when she was,
She had some
An assassin?
programming, but it wasn't the like red mist type of.
No.
where, like, she could be undone?
Right.
Undone?
Right.
Okay.
It was more of a. Yeah, because was it Yelena killed some other former widow?
You're changing her name every time. Is it Molena or Yelena?
No, because there's
Molena is the
there's
mom.
Melina, who is the quote unquote mom.
I thought it was Malena.
Strategist.
I'm calling it Melina, so it's a
Melina.
bit more different.
And
It's
Yelena.
it sounds
Yeah,
a bit different than Yelena.
Yeah, I kept getting confused with that during the movie. I was like,
Sure.
what the?
Yeah. That's how I'm trying to differentiate. So, because you have Yelena, who, sends whatever the antidote to the mind control, which
Which is weak.
I
Just
thought was kind of weak. Yeah.
you don't need
I thought it would have been more interesting if it was just a bunch of widows that like are diehard believe in whatever this is.
Yeah, I know. I think that would have been more cool too.
That was by far the worst part of the entire movie, was the stupid mind control thing. It's like, we're mind controlling all these women.
Yeah, all these girls. We're
Yes.
mind controlling girls.
Like, they're trying to make it this, like, look at this man, he's so manipulative of all these girls, and I'm like, but you need to
but it's mind
control.
Yeah, I thought it would have been better if it was just programming.
Yeah, and they just kind of just say in the movie, it's like, you guys don't need to listen to this guy, and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been more interesting if it was, I don't know, if it was just straight up like they've been more just brainwashed and not mind controlled.
Yeah.
Because at some point, obviously, there were widows that weren't controlled via mind control. Right?
And it's also like real life.
Right. Yeah. So I thought it would have been more interesting if they were just all dedicated to whatever cause he had.
I know, that was...
brainwashed
And
into...
wanted to be a part of it.
Or to a degree, or thought they didn't have any other real choice.
Yeah. Like
And it would have had to take real, like, persuasion to get them to leave, instead of just, like, a...
Oh, I'm saved
instead of
now.
like a red pepper spray in their
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, oh, I'm okay. What'd you feel about the whole subplot about Natasha's very guilty about killing? Because the real villain, this is Dracoff, who runs the Red Room that makes the Black Widows and supposedly does a bunch of underground, kind of Winter Soldier-esque work.
Yeah, well...
So what do you... And then there was the whole subplot about how in Budapest, Hawkeye and her basically killed his daughter. What did you think about that whole subplot?
I thought it was cool because you finally got to figure out what happened in Budapest. With
Sure,
Hawkeye
yeah. But what
and
about the
Black Widow.
daughter part, though? That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's really sad, but, like, you know what I mean? Like,
It felt like
I
very
totally-
passing, like... I didn't think of anything by it. I'm like, okay, you're sad about killing someone's daughter.
yeah, same.
And
I was
then-
like, I thought she killed a lot of other people's daughters.
Right, I don't know. So, because then, what's the climax of that storyline, Maggie?
The daughter is actually the
Taskmaster.
taskmaster.
Wow, you don't even know the names of the characters in the movie.
I
didn't-
wanted to say Trailblazer.
What the
I
hell?
was like,
You're fine.
Yeah, Antonia is Taskmaster,
yeah, Antonia is
yeah.
taskmaster.
who I think is a Bond girl. I think she was in, the actress is from Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But, and you were saying, Joey, that you're not sure if the timeline makes sense with age-wise,
Oh, yeah.
depending on, I guess, when Budapest happened.
Yeah. The twist worked great, but did it make sense?
I don't know if it was great, though. I don't like Taskmaster just being a mindless drone. I liked him in
Spider-Man
PS4 when he's like a merc, right?
Yeah.
Or was he also in he was also in that Avengers game that we didn't play.
Yeah, because we've made fun of that video game like 4 separate times on this podcast. We always end up talking about that video game and just like, it sucks. It sucks. Glad we never played it.
Yeah. So you realize that, yeah, Taskmaster is a she, and that's Antonia, which to me didn't have a crazy impact
No.
on that, and that I was like, oh yeah, they made him just a mindless drone practically.
Yeah.
I think, and there wasn't a whole lot of Taskmaster in here. Like she never talks or does anything. Like no real personality because it's just a mindless drone. Which and then to have the main villain Dracoff be so, I don't know.
We that can change though going forward.
It could.
She can
maybe.
actually
Dracoff
grow
seemed
a
like a
personality.
wimp.
What?
Dracoff seemed like a wimp.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of, yeah. Because, I mean, she does a good.
Just like a guy behind a computer.
I mean, I did like the scene where she's like, "Oh, you think you're so tough? Why has nobody ever heard of you? Why does it take my solo film to come after you?" Basically, right?
Yeah.
After right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that was a pretty good scene.
Something I thought was funny. This is just for Kenny. Sorry, Maggie, that you will be out of the loop. But when Black Widow tried to like kill You
Right.
probably wrote this down in your notes.
Right.
Where it was like, this is Scorpius. She has a
That's what I
she has a
put in.
microchip.
I said gnats/widows are Scorpius.
Yes.
Which for people that don't know Farscape, that's where the villain puts like a microchip or something or programming into like the main hero's brain so that they can't hurt the villain, more or less. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like she's in his office and she can't beat him up. Is
Right.
that what we're talking
Yeah,
about?
Yeah. In
I
here
thought that
it's
was cool.
In here it's what, pheromones or it's like
I liked that. I thought that was interesting.
right,
Because
but
a lot of people think the Black Widow, like all she can do is fight. You know what I mean? But it showed that she has
well, she did
brains
fight
and guts
though.
too. Yeah, that too. But you know what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah, she's more of an espionage.
She's a spy.
Yeah. She's smart. She's not
She's a
just
spy
fight.
assassin, yeah. Which, yeah. What parts of the movie did you guys like? Then?
Okay, I loved Yelena's vest because I thought it was really
All the
interesting.
jokes about that.
I loved it because also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Black Widow does wear that vest in
Is it
in
Infinity War? Okay, I was curious about that because she's
Yeah.
wearing it when she had the blonde hair in the
Yeah, like the short blonde
in
hair.
the last scene, right?
She wears it when she has short blonde
And it
hair.
looked a little familiar when she was wearing it. I couldn't really
Endgame.
tell. Did you actually look though
Yeah,
at the movie to see if it's the same vest?
yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Nah, you don't have to show. I'll take your word for it.
Yelena stole the show, in my opinion.
Really?
I loved her. Like,
Which is hilarious because you said that because Maggie, we know that you went into this movie very sad that this is gonna be Black
I was
Widow's last
bawling.
appearance.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I would always say we're gonna get a replacement Black Widow though.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. I have an emotional connection to Natasha Romanoff.
I don't know why.
I just love her.
You're just like all the female characters though.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's not going to be the same with Yelena, but I think that definitely I hope she stays in the MCU.
Yeah.
Because I think she's a great character.
Yeah, I mean we can talk about the post-credits scene, right?
Yeah.
About because the post-credits scene is.
Wait, can I finish my thing with the vest though?
I thought you did. Are you just
No,
looking at a picture?
Also, Scarlett Johansson was in like an interview for Infinity War, and someone asked her about like her outfit. That was kind of like a sexist comment, at least she thought it was, and she was like, "Well, I do have a new vest this movie," and no one really thought anything of it. But I think it's cool now because that vest.
Do you think they
like
thought about
kind
that
of
though?
a little fun part of? Probably not, but it's fun
Yeah,
for
I don't
me.
think they would've
It's
thought
fun
about
for
it.
me though.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like, oh my gosh, the vest.
Because yeah, talking about Yelena, right? She meets Elaine from Seinfeld, right?
Yes.
In the post
Yeah.
credit scene.
What's her name? Is it like Vic?
It was like Valentina. Or
Oh,
something like that.
Valentina.
It was something
Yeah.
like that. I don't remember. Which is interesting, right? Because really, this appearance should have been first before her appearance in Falcon Winter Soldier, where she recruits, bad Captain America. What's his name in there?
Walker.
John.
John Walker. That's right. Yeah. Basically turns John Walker into a U.S. agent, right?
Yeah. I thought that was... I don't like her. I
But
think she...
do you find it interesting
she's
that
trying to
this
be
appearance
hated.
should have been before that, Maggie? It doesn't really matter. I don't think this screws anything up, right?
It absolutely does not matter.
Yeah, and she's like, you want to go kill Hawkeye? Basically.
Yeah.
Get off your phone. Okay, I get it.
Vest.
Yeah, I understand.
I love that vest.
Okay.
I want to be able to purchase this vest.
Okay. That's when we got Finn's jacket. We both get Finn's jacket. We'll get the vest.
I would pay so much money for Finn's jacket.
Okay. We're getting off topic.
What was your favorite Star Wars jacket?
Finn's.
Finn's,
Finn
for
and
sure.
Pose.
So, because Valentina or whatever says
If
you
you
want to
want-
kill Hawkeye because
Yeah, he's like...
she's trying to pull off that
He killed her. He killed...
somehow, which
Natasha.
is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess she has had no contact with the Avengers at all.
Right. Yeah, no. I'm guessing... I'm wondering, do the Avengers even know she exists?
No.
I'm guessing not.
Well, because I think Clint would have reached out at some point since
yeah.
they were best
hands
friends.
down. Yeah. Because they ask in Endgame, does she have any family? after she dies on that pier. And they say, yeah, us. But actually, she does.
Okay. Well, it's a family.
You're so hypocritical. Yeah. You're just so awful. Based on actually a Skywalker.
What? No, I'm just saying that they were together for those 3 years.
Yeah.
And she knew it was fake during that time. Now suddenly she thinks it's a family. I would still say that her and Yelena are sisters, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they were always seemed to be friendly to each other.
They grew up with each other. They probably went to the Red Room together and toughed it out together.
Yeah.
There. Okay. So that was the post-credit scene.
I want to know if Yelena was snapped.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Because she's not another plus 5 years older.
Yeah. Otherwise, Black Widow probably would have said, hey, before we go on this mission, can we bring my friend Yelena here?
My little sis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that she was blipped.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to say that.
I think all 3 of those people were blipped.
And that also maybe explains why she wasn't around during the Endgame fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't. Even still, though, she wouldn't have been blipped, right?
Doctor Strange wouldn't know she exists.
Right.
Of all those timelines, maybe he never encountered Yelena.
What if Doctor Strange just knows and just waiting to tell all the Avengers that there's a little Black Widow running around?
I don't think Doctor Strange wouldn't even care about that. But
I hope he does.
So does the end credit scene then imply that she's going to be in the Hawkeye show?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Is that when she would make her attack? I can't think of any other time she would make her attack.
A movie?
But what movie? That's the point.
Yelena movie.
That's not happening though.
Black Widow 2?
That's not in short-term future. The post-credit scenes are usually always
the Black Widow movie
in short-term.
So are they just gonna start calling Yelena Black Widow now?
I don't. Well, first she has to meet Avengers.
Right.
I say I think so. What if it's White Widow?
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's like a Black Canary, White Canary situation.
Yeah.
From DC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to throw this out there because I think this is probably the best time. Okay, because we're not. How do you feel about Red Guardian?
Oh, that was what I was going to bring up next.
I hated him.
Red Guardian was a highlight.
I thought.
What?
I thought he was really funny.
I did not think he was funny at all.
And I want to say this real quick before I forget.
He was for the guys.
Every time he came on the screen, I cringed.
He was for the guys.
I want to say this right now, okay? Yeah. So
and that's what he's supposed to be, though.
No one in our theater laughed. No one in our theater laughed at his jokes.
No, they laughed.
Yeah,
they did.
When he comes out of wearing his suit and they're like, it still fits. No one laughed.
What are you talking about? No. So many people laughed.
No one laughed.
You were too busy crying.
How dare you?
Got him.
Yeah, that because he was for the guys, and he's also meant to be. He's supposed to be the embarrassing dad.
Okay, he does play that role
precisely
very
what
well.
He's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was weird how they
highlight.
break him out of prison though. I thought that was odd. Oh my gosh, watching that guy's wrist just be snapped in half. Oh my
Which wrestling guys?
Because yes or no? Right? Yes or no?
Oh my gosh.
Do you think Red Guardian, our famous segment? Yes or no? One word answer. Did Red Guardian face Captain America?
No.
What about Sir Isaac Bradley from the Falcon and Winter Soldier show?
That would have been he wasn't Captain America, really. He was a super soldier.
But he was probably dressed like Captain America.
No, he wasn't.
We saw photos.
He wasn't.
He probably thought that was Captain America.
Yeah, we saw He was never in there.
A super soldiered American soldier. I think he fought
He wasn't.
Sir Isaac Bradley.
He was never in a suit.
Let's go, guys. We found it.
No, he was never in a suit.
Exclusive to this podcast. You cracked the case. He wasn't lying because he fought Sir Isaac Bradley.
You're totally wrong.
That's his name, right? Sir Isaac Bradley?
It's not Sir Isaac Bradley.
Just Isaac Bradley?
It's not. He's not a knight. He wasn't knighted by the queen.
Great idea, though, right?
Stop screaming.
Great. It's awesome, right?
I don't think so. Because I don't think Isaac Bradley was ever put in a suit, in like a Captain America suit, and he was never referenced as Captain America. He was a super soldier in that time frame. But I don't think he would have identified him as Captain America.
So he didn't meet Steve Rogers?
But if you were there in his place,
so.
And you see a super soldier, right?
I was happy
dressed
about
in an
that.
American
but is he going
uniform.
But the thing is also that when he references Captain America, it seems like he's always talking about Steve Rogers. like when he asks.
Well, he could just not have like battle.
Known.
You don't really know what the person looks like, or whatever. I think it's an easy mistake and mix up. I
think he's a liar.
I feel like we got an answer. I think we're gonna get an answer sometime, and I think I'm right on this one.
No, I think he's a liar.
I think
Isaac Bradley was only in Vietnam or Korea. What was it?
Well, that's where they could have met. You know, Russia was involved with Vietnam and the Korean War.
What was
so.
his story about, though? I don't think that was where his story took place, did it?
It doesn't matter. I think he said like the 80s or something like that.
Right.
Safe to
what
assume.
he said. That's what I remember, yeah.
Which is totally in line with
And he
Isaac
said he had
Bradley.
a shield.
Yeah, Isaac Bradley could
No,
have
he
had a
didn't.
shield.
He didn't have a shield. No.
He could have
No,
definitely
he
had
didn't.
a shield.
He did not have a shield.
What do you guys think? Make sure to put it in the comments.
Get off your phone, Maggie.
I'm looking up who Isaac Bradley is.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
You
It's
don't know
this
that?
guy.
There he is.
I like him.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I'm right on this one.
The whole time, this is going to sound really bad. The whole time watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was just so confused by him. I was like,
Red
who is he?
Guardian?
Yeah.
What was it?
Because I guess Red Guardian, right, is Russia's attempt to make, or
Yeah.
the Soviet Union's attempt to make a Captain America, right?
Yeah.
Which seem, they make it very obvious in terms of the suit. And all
Zemo's
that.
gonna kill him. Spoiler.
Do you want him to come back? I would like to see him come.
Zemo?
No. No, Red Guardian.
I love Zemo. I hope Zemo comes back.
He joined the Thunderbolts.
Like, my second fave villain right after Loki.
I think Red Guardian should come back. If they do another season of Falcon Winter Soldier, that's when you bring Red Guardian.
Well, there's the idea of
Is it confirmed that there's going to be a second season?
I don't think so.
they said they have one written, but it's
Okay.
not nothing.
I
nothing
really
solid
hope
yet.
there is. I loved that
I'd like to
show.
see Red Guardian, another, super soldier guy.
Yeah. They have it written, but it's not like in production yet. Unlike Book of Boba Fett, where it's not written or like decided on.
I thought they finished filming that.
They finished filming, but season 2.
Oh. Right, because Tamara Morrison was at the Polynesian spa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen those memes, Maggie?
Of what?
Of Tamara Morrison at the Polynesian spa in New Zealand?
No.
Yeah.
You can check that out.
Book of Boba Fett probably just
Okay.
a one season thing.
I don't
Loki already is getting a season 2 though.
Okay.
Gonna start filming
I'm
that.
so excited for that.
Okay, we gotta
We're
get
still
back.
finishing season 1.
Hold on.
Loki
we gotta
time.
we gotta get back on topic. So we talked about Red Guardian. What about
Loki.
Wait. Do you think Red Guardian? Because there was like the whole talk about them waiting for this movie to come out, see how people react to Red Guardian, and then announcing a spin-off
Loki.
Disney Plus series about Red Guardian.
They didn't announce.
Did you?
What are
No,
you
no.
talking
But they're
about?
saying that's what's being speculated about.
Oh.
That they've been waiting for like a year and a half to announce this show.
Is this guy in the
I don't think it
comics?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he is.
I would imagine. I don't know. I like the idea that all
Okay.
these different superpowers had their own Captain Americas.
Mm-hmm.
Like Germany had their Red Skull.
Mm-hmm.
Red Skull.
Right.
We got Captain Britain.
Captain Britain was a thing, although we haven't seen that yet.
Captain Britain, isn't that Agent Carter?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Sometimes it's not.
I don't know. It depends.
In the MCU, it's gonna be Agent Carter. They're not gonna bring some new guy.
All right. So, yeah, where do we leave off? We were talking about Red Guardian still, I think.
We were talking about
Captain
Captain,
Britain.
Brit.
Oh, yeah. What other types of Captain Americas are there? I don't know.
I think it's Isaac Bradley though.
I can think of
for
the
sure.
three.
I am so confident on
I'm
that.
confident that it's not.
I am so confident. It would be so.
Maggie,
cool.
get off your phone.
Looking up other types of Captain America,
Okay.
so I have something to say.
It's so cool. I'm guys. You guys heard it here first. If people are gonna freak out about this in like 3 months when they like connect the dots.
Sam Wilson, does he count as another Captain America?
I'm talking
Another
about
type?
Captain Americas for other countries. I mean, that's more what
Isaac,
I'm talking about.
Or Isaiah.
Or yeah, it's Isaiah Bradley.
It's Isaiah
Dude,
Bradley.
you've been messing up the name this
Isaac
whole
Bradley.
time,
I remember
guys.
his name like this morning. I've been thinking about it forever. I'm shocked I got Bradley.
It's Isaiah, guys.
I don't know. Right?
That
I
could
think
have been
I don't think
mine.
that's the first time we've done that on the podcast.
Guys, that's embarrassing.
Hey, at least I knew who the guy was.
Soldier Supreme. He kind of looks like a Doctor Strange Captain America person.
That sounds like a what if thing. Because Doctor Strange is supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme, so I'm betting that's like an alternate universe.
Do you know a Daniela Cage?
Is that like Luke Cage? Is that relation
Something.
to
Daughter
Luke
of
Cage?
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Netflix stuff.
That's like Netflix stuff almost.
Did you ever watch Daredevil?
No,
Nope.
she hasn't.
Apparently, it's really good.
I did indeed, though, watch the last season of what's that show, Kenny?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of
I
S.H.I.E.L.D.
don't know why you watched the last
because
season.
of Daniel Sousa from Agent Carter.
I liked Ghost Rider in that show. To get back on topic. So the Red Room, what did you feel about the actual Red Room being a helibase?
It just was too far out.
I thought it was fine.
It's too much.
I mean, when you think about it, there were helicarriers in this world still. That eases the pain a little bit. But to think that thing's always in place, right?
Yeah.
Seems a bit out there. And that it's still, like, using propellers instead of, like, repulsors.
It had some repulsors, I thought.
I don't think it did. I remember it being propellers that she blew up.
I think there was one propeller. I think there's a combination of both, actually.
I don't know. Because you'd have to keep refueling that almost, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm mixed. I really wish it was more grounded.
Yeah.
That is my number
that's
two
why
complaint about
I like
this movie.
I like the first act the best. And I think over the course of it, it gets just bigger and bigger in, like, scale. And I think that was to its detriment.
Yeah, like, I think they really wanted, like, you know what? In order for people to like the Black Widow and to like this movie, you need to go, like, all out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get wacky, get, like...
Or we have to be falling from the sky action pieces.
Yeah,
Which
like, we don't
Which
need
I would
that.
say Winter Soldier has the same problem, except it only occurs in, like, maybe the last 30 minutes of it.
People can like realistic stuff and then like their wacky stuff. We don't need to go all just mind control, flying bases in the sky,
Sure.
pigs that don't breathe.
I thought those were funny. I also didn't understand when the dad guy was, like, talking to Yelena after he was talking about, like, ice fishing or something. I didn't.
Yeah, he was trying to tell some sort of long-winded
I didn't
story
get it.
about his dad peeing on his hands to prevent frostbite.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's just supposed to be like a long
Dumb.
dad story.
Yeah.
that you're not really sure where it's supposed to lead. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, which I liked.
Just an example of something I did not find funny.
I didn't think the jokes were that great besides Elena's.
What about Red Guardians?
Red Guardian, I actually thought his was okay. That one not, though. Red Guardian, I didn't actually say this before, but I thought he was a great character, but just kind of used poorly.
Talking about jokes that didn't land, in our theater at least. In the post-credits scene, what was it, Valentina says something about being allergic to the Midwest.
And no one laughed.
No, in our theater, because we're Midwest-based, we won't say what state or whatever.
No, we can say it. We can say our state.
No, let's just not. Said that, yeah, she's allergic to the Midwest. Nobody laughs.
No one thought that was funny.
There was an obvious, like, pause after that, too, like, where a laugh would be in the theater. Nobody in the theater laughed, which to me was hilarious.
I thought that was funnier than the actual joke.
It's like, wow.
And it's not like, I don't know. I was going to say something, but I'm going to refrain from saying it.
Okay. What about, did you guys care for, what was it, Melina? That
I liked her.
Oh.
I liked her.
I think out of
it
all
wasn't
the
anything where, like, I'm going to, be like, oh, I want her to be in another movie. But I thought she was good in this one.
I think she was the weakest out of all the protagonists.
Easily.
Just because, I don't know.
She just kind of seemed like, I am a Black Widow, but smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, oh, I have all the information about the Red Room, and I will tell you everything that I guess Drakov is going to use against you.
Yeah, I didn't really care.
Yeah. I don't know.
I did totally believe that she betrayed the family, though.
Yeah, they tricked me when they did the return of the holographic masks.
Yep.
Because I saw them when she opened her armory. I saw them on the back. I saw there were 2, and I still didn't connect it later.
She needs to get more earbuds, by the way. The earpieces. She only had 2.
Yeah, buy more
No, she had
earpieces,
3,
girl.
I thought she had 3.
No, it was just.
No, because
She had-
Natasha didn't have one.
Okay,
It was just Yelena and her. It's like, can you get like, I don't know, like a handful maybe?
you're right. Yeah.
They're so small. They're not hard to keep. You can't just
I did think it was funny when the dad like thought he had an earpiece, but he didn't.
That was one of the jokes I didn't care for.
I liked that one. I thought that one was funny. I didn't find anything else really funny though.
Yeah. This isn't a Guardians of the Galaxy movie where I feel like all the jokes hit.
Oh yeah.
What else? Do I have any more notes?
I want to make this clear. I thought this was maybe
Man,
the
you're
most.
yelling.
I think this was the most serious, and maybe the darkest Marvel movie we've seen so far, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when they started talking about their reproduction organs being torn out in the helicopter.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
Care
that.
for
Like
that.
the intro.
Everyone in the theater kind of just like tensed. Yeah.
Didn't care for that part very much. Very uncomfortable talk.
Which we've seen the healing stuff in the MCU. They could technically, if they wanted to,
Just
get
put
them
some
back,
of those
maybe.
little metal balls from Wakanda. Remember those that fix broken spines or whatever?
Yeah.
Those could have saved Professor X
Yeah.
from being paralyzed.
Yeah. Like
Those little balls.
it was fine. I think if they wanted it back, I mean, what happened to Hawkeye and Age of Ultron? They got some healing stuff.
I don't know.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I'm out of notes. I guess because we talked about Taskmaster, Red Guardian. Are there any other characters we want to talk about?
The pig. I was so freaking out about
Alright.
that pig.
I don't know.
I was like,
Okay,
the mantis like, why are you doing this?
I just want to say that I thought it was sad that like Natasha's like kind of popular line where she's like, I didn't have anything before the Avengers and now then I got this job and now I have this family, blah,
sure,
blah, blah.
Sure.
I think it's kind of sad that she has like 2 families now.
And she
Like
died.
good for her.
And that she died.
Yeah, finally when she like has her 2 families, she dies.
Well, how long after finding the
Red Room.
the widow family does she die?
Oh.
Because that was in 2016 that happens.
And
then,
she dies in 2023.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Well, she dies in, what was it? No, she dies in 2016, doesn't she? Because they're in the past when they get the Soul Stone.
Oh! I've never thought about it like that.
Was it 2016? When does Guardians of the Galaxy take place?
2014, I believe.
Is it so she dies 2 years before me?
But then how is she alive in 2023?
No, but you know what I mean.
That's trippy.
Right?
Yeah.
Time travel. Time travel sucks. Yeah.
Okay, Joey, rank Black Widow out of 10.
Out of 10.
10 is
No,
like really good.
What, we're rating the movie?
Yeah.
No, we can't rate the movie yet.
Why?
We say that to the last.
Bro. Okay.
And you have to go by our scale.
It's 1 or 0.
No, you spoiled it now.
It's a 1 or 0 scale. Watch or don't watch.
So, I mean, overall, like, we can say all of our final thoughts. Unless, do you have any other points you'd like to talk about from the movie?
They didn't need to explain Budapest.
You don't think so?
Also, what was the other thing? Oh my gosh, our other sister, Lainey, who I do not want on this podcast ever.
She was like, do I get to be on the podcast? And me and Joey go, no.
What did she say? She said something really. Oh yeah, she was like, I wish we saw more stuff like in the Red Room, like more of a prequel. I'm like, I did not want that. Intro was great, but like her getting trained would have sucked.
No, I would have watched a whole movie of that.
If that was the movie, I maybe could.
But also, I wouldn't have liked it that much because it wouldn't.
It would have been
probably
weird.
Wouldn't have been
I think
Scarlet.
if they would have had to do that exactly, I think they should have recast.
Yeah,
Black
it would have
Widow.
been younger
Yeah, if they were to do
and
that,
not Scarlet.
which I would have liked.
I wouldn't like that.
I don't think I
see.
would have disliked that. Miggy, what about your thoughts Do you have, like, in summary, what are your thoughts on it?
You know, I think that it's really sad to me because I love Nat, but I think that it's definitely a good movie for her to, like, her ending movie. You know, like,
you think it's a good conclusion for her character?
Towards the end, like, you can definitely tell that they were kind of pulling at the heartstrings. Like, they give her, like, the whole... Okay, I also thought Yelena's joke about her being, like, a poser was so funny.
Sure.
I just thought I'd put that in there. But towards the end...
Okay.
Towards the end, you could definitely tell that they were kind of trying to, like, close her out, like, her story.
It just felt weird because it's like, oh, here's the Helijet, or the, what was it, Quinjet that you use that we'll see in Infinity War. And you have the blonde hair, and it's like, yeah, we see where this goes.
Yeah.
And we know that you die.
Like, gotta go break out my friends from
We know
prison.
that you practically kill yourself before a soul stone or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is, okay. It felt, I don't know, a little hollow to me, I guess.
She can come back.
No.
You don't think in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3...
I pray she does.
We're going to figure out a way to get the...
No, because they have their Gamora. They don't need to find a way to get somebody back from the soul stone.
What if they like, just both come out?
No, because they already have a Gamora, so they don't need to figure out how to
Oh.
get somebody back from the soul stone. You didn't listen to me.
But it's not the same Gamora.
No, it's not.
You're right. It's a Sarah Walker Gamora.
Terrible.
Yo, no.
Terrible joke.
I don't know who that
You don't
is.
know what that is.
Terrible
Do you
joke.
want to explain that, Joey?
There's a whole show called Chuck, right?
Chuck?
Yes.
Bro, I know that show.
Yeah.
It's
So
like a 5-season show. It's one of the... I say it's one of the greatest shows, except for season 4, which is awful. Just terrible. But the show is fantastic. And it ends with everything being undone and the
'Cause-
love interest losing her memory.
yeah, in the very end, yeah.
That's depressing.
It sucks, yeah. And then, they'd have to fall in love again. It's like, okay.
Well, then there's like...
Stop the show now.
And then
Well,
there's
yeah,
like the thing
that's
is
exactly what
like
happened.
I heard that you could get your memory back with just one kiss.
And it
But then-
doesn't work.
And then it just cuts before
It's
we
like
see.
it's like kind of ambiguous, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I would be mad.
I was mad
A
too.
lot of people are mad. People
I
like
hate that
demand like
finale.
another like TV show, another season, something, just so they can just know that it's okay.
Make sure you're talking to the mic, Joey. When you don't look at Maggie when you're talking to her.
Kenny,
Talking to the mic.
do you do Star Wars podcasts
Yeah.
episodes?
Yeah.
I would like to be a part of one of those.
We'll talk about that later.
I think we
What?
should.
Why can't
Hold
I?
on. We'll talk about that in the upcoming podcast news.
Okay.
And yeah, you haven't watched anything Star Wars lately, so.
Bro. Yes, I have.
Have you been watching Bad Batch? See ya.
What episode are you
Hold
in?
on. Oh, I get to do my summary now.
Oh, you want to do yours? Okay.
Yeah.
We're still talking about Black Widow.
Yeah, we're still talking about Black Widow. We haven't given our scores yet. So,
I'm ready for Loki.
overall, I would say that overall I thought it was okay. I think the first act was definitely the best of the movie in terms of that prologue, especially that prologue was very cool to me. I wish there was more Taskmaster. I think we only see him 3 times, or her, I guess. And that the reveal with Taskmaster wasn't crazy cool for me. And that, yeah, they just made Taskmaster a drone. They made her a mindless drone.
They really don't even talk about her that much.
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing to
She's
me.
kind of not even a supporting
Especially
role.
when they
She's
have,
a side character.
especially when she has the cooler design and stuff than
Does she say
the main villain, right?
Does she say one word?
Maybe at the end, does she say thank you? She says something or sorry or I forgive you or something, right? I thought she does.
I think maybe.
I can't remember.
I shrug my
I don't
shoulders.
know.
I don't know.
Yeah, when she gets the red pepper spray in her eyes.
The red pixie dust.
Yeah. Wait, you know what that stuff remind me of though? Remind me of
What?
Scarlet Witch magic.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
In terms of graphic, which I guess has its own mind manipulation stuff, right?
Spoiler alert, they actually took it.
They just
Wanda's power.
they took her fingers and turned it into dust. Yeah, that was my biggest disappointment in it. Yeah, first act was best, but I think overall, I liked Red Guardian still. And I don't think this was a bad movie in any sense. Like, there definitely weren't parts that I'm like, oh, this is bad. It was just, like, sometimes over the top to me. Like some other... Like, I've said it before, I think Iron Man is kind of bad. I think there are parts of that movie that are just bad.
Which one? Iron Man?
Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Iron Man 3 is the best.
Which
Go on.
But, there's... Because that's one that I've said there are parts that are bad in this one. But it could also be... I like to see how I feel about it again, watching it again at some point. Because I wonder how much of it is just my enjoyment of being back in a movie theater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
want to go see it again for sure.
Maybe. Or even just when we watch it at home at some point. If it's on
I want to go see
when
it
it's
again.
on Disney Plus or something. I'd be interested just to see my reaction to that.
I want to go see it again.
All right, so we can
You can watch it with Premier Access on Disney Plus.
No, I want to see it in the theater.
So we can give our scores. So Maggie, Joey.
You know what? I don't have a summary.
No, you gave a summary. Didn't I start with your summary first?
You start with Maggie.
What's your summary then?
Okay, so my summary is...
I'm fairly certain you gave a summary.
Do you want to go back in the tape? Because you definitely did not ask me.
Our one commenter is going to call out that you gave a summary already.
This
Call him out.
This long overdue sequel. Not sequel. This long overdue solo
Nice.
film captured, I think, one of the best movies in the MCU in a long time.
What?
Well, not one of the best. Definitely in the better half.
Stop yelling.
Better half, of the MCU movies. I think this is a really, really good movie.
Wow.
I know. I was like, all right. I guess I thought I liked it maybe less than
because you were gonna come into this. You were really only interested in Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Right?
Yelena blew me away. She was awesome.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson's performances were great. Fun, like Easter eggs. I liked how it didn't hint too much in the future. You know what I mean? Like the end credit scene, but it was very self-contained.
All right.
I really like that about certain movies, and I think that this one did a good job at that.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing is mind control.
Yeah.
But
You don't need to scream. Just talk normally.
But they followed the one trope though, where they slid across the railing of an escalator.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
And I hate when movies do that. So
they slide down the escalator. Like
yeah, I hate it. Why?
What's another movie that did that?
Just every movie.
What's another one that did Tenet do that?
I think Tenet did it.
Or it sounds like no. I bet it happened in Skyfall at least once.
Oh yeah, one of the James Bond movies.
I'm sure it happened in like 5 James Bond.
Yeah, it happened so much, and like, oh my gosh, they're sliding on the rail of an escalator to the subway.
Yeah, that did feel familiar.
It's like, oh my gosh. Do you think if you went to the subway,
It's
you could be able
classic.
to you could slide across the railing of an escalator?
I don't
I can get
think
away
there
with
are
this?
escalators. I feel like it's just stairs.
No, there were some escalators.
No, those escalators in
No,
the movie.
in the movie it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In real life, you mean?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen escalators.
Yeah, Taskmaster kind of a letdown, but it made up for with Yelena and the family. It was kind of over the top. Like, we don't need to see Black Widow swinging while there's an avalanche going on, and then Yelena firing a rocket launcher while no one's piloting the helicopter, and the helicopter still stays totally fine.
Yeah, definitely.
She
a
flipped
ton
some
of
sort of
action.
switch.
It was, if it was more grounded, this would be one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Yeah, I agree.
Like maybe top 6.
Yeah, if they kept the same theme that was in the first act throughout the entire film, then yeah, I would agree.
It was kind of the unnecessary thing about Black Widow's like birth mom, but whatever. I didn't really care. It didn't really go
I
anywhere.
thought that was.
It was kind of forced.
I thought for a second that her mom was gonna be
Yeah,
Taskmaster.
it was that weird point where they just finished talking about this, like, and look who this is.
I'm like,
It's the mom,
that's what I thought.
which was like, okay, this
I'm like,
storyline
was
could
gonna
be important.
I thought that was gonna be a weird reveal too, though. I'm like, I think what they did was better than if it was her mom.
Yeah,
Because they had a bit more setup for that. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mentions her dad though.
Yeah, never mentioned. Who cares about the dad?
Yeah.
Who we know the name of though. We know more about the dad than her mom.
Yeah.
Due to Red Skull.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hydra.
Well, I'm saying because Red Skull was when Red Skull was on Vormir was like Clint, son of whatever, and and Natasha, son of Ivan. I think it was Ivan. And she was like, I didn't even know my dad's name. Thanks, Red Skull.
Thank you for the info. Do I get to give a summary now?
You gave your summary already.
Oh, I was not aware. That's
Oh
not
my
a summary.
God.
I don't think you gave a summary.
Oh my gosh. We're going to get into review. All right, what's our score?
Wait, I want to do a summary.
You did a summary.
Really quick, I think that there was a lot of action.
Okay.
I think there was a ton of action.
There was a lot of action.
Love,
but that's a Marvel.
love, Yelena. I'm really, really excited. I
You
hope.
gave your summary.
I'm so excited to see what Marvel does with her in the future. And
Going crazy.
I don't think I did.
You
That
did.
is all. That's my whole summary.
Okay, all right.
What's your summary?
Hey, Kenny, give a summary. Joey, did you do a summary?
Did I?
All right.
This espionage thriller film proves all the fans of Black Widow why they were right all along for wanting a solo film.
All right.
That's my summary.
Okay.
Short and simple. That's how I like it.
All right. So, Maggie, do you know our binary rating system?
0 and 1.
Yeah, it's either 1 or 0. Okay. So
Okay.
0 basically means don't go see it. 1 means go see it.
Okay. 1.
You give it a 1. Joey, what do you?
I love it.
No, you give it out first.
No, Joey, you go first.
0. They slid on a rail of an escalator.
Actually, are you giving it a 0?
Joey, don't give it a 0.
It's a 1.
1, yeah. I'll give it a 1. If you like Marvel movies, go see it. It's not like an Ant-Man where you can forget to see it and see it a couple years later like we did.
Yeah.
See it. Especially if you just want to be back in a movie theater or something, go see it. Don't go see Cruella.
Or if you love Nat, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, yeah,
definitely go see it.
if you like her, then you're seeing it. We don't have to tell you to go see it.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. We went straight into spoilers. Everybody's seen the movie already.
So yeah, I'll say 1.
Joke's on you.
So I'll say 1. So we are not including guest star scores. So the total score is
What?
yeah, we're not. We can't. Otherwise, everything's gonna get thrown off if somebody's
Okay.
keeping score.
Okay.
And it
So
wouldn't
the
matter,
total
we all
score is, mine is the most significant. It's a 3.
know. A 3.
Yeah,
I don't think that's how it works. But
that is how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, because 1, 1, 3. It's a 3.
I think 1 plus 1 is 2.
No, it's not 1 plus 1. This is binary, Maggie. With mine being the most significant.
The fans decide. I think the fans know what's
The
up.
fans decide.
The fans know to listen to you, Maggie, and the fans know to listen to me.
Exactly.
Kenny does this for
I'm a
himself.
trusting person.
Exactly.
Make sure you're talking to the mic, Joey.
I'll talk to whoever I want. The fans know who to listen to.
All right. So, yeah. So that's our review. Total score of 3. So upcoming podcast stuff. So Loki's gonna be ending next week, right?
That makes me so sad. I love this show.
You're not supposed to talk anymore. We're done with Black Widow.
No, Maggie can talk. She can talk.
I watch Loki.
You're not coming on to the Loki
Jet skis.
episode.
Love a good jet ski.
That's the end credit scene for the next episode. Is
Mobius on a jet ski.
suit and all.
So yeah. So
Wow.
I guess we'll be
With Loki
reviewing.
on the back.
I guess we'll do our full season review next week, right?
No,
What?
no full season review.
Yes, we are.
No.
Hey fans, comment down below so I can be on the Loki episode.
Yeah, I guess or tweet at us because we have a Twitter.
Tweet. I want to be on
I
it.
think it would be great, Maggie, if you come for.
And you can hear me talk about Tom Hiddleston.
I would like Maggie to go be on the podcast. Where maybe,
Talking to the mic. The
How
mic's
much
not
I
picking
hate
up, Joey.
Love interest.
I think we should bring Maggie back for when we do a podcast episode about why you should watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That's what I think we should do.
No,
Maybe.
just kidding. Sure.
Oh my gosh! Stop moving around.
We can talk about our favorite Star Wars: The Clone Wars moments.
But yeah, that'll be next week. Will be Loki full season.
I don't want to do that.
No, we have to.
I want to do Amazing Spider-Man.
After tomorrow's reveal, or what? Not tomorrow's reveal. Wednesday's reveal. We're gonna need to. I'm sure.
Amazing Spider-Man. I want to do both those movies and talk about it in the podcast
All right.
before the next Spider-Man trailer.
All right.
I want to talk about the state of single-player games as well.
I don't have anything to say on that, though, so we're not doing it.
Remember to comment down below.
Stop! All right.
So I can be on the Loki episode.
Yeah.
I need to talk about it so bad. You know
Well,
what I'm
if
saying?
you advertise
I
it
have
through your
some-
social media, do you have social media you want to plug?
TikTok?
No. I have Insta. Should I plug my Insta?
No, don't do that.
I have Twitter.
All right. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Faster Than Lightspeed podcast. Check us out on Twitter at @CaptLightspeed. And you'll see how to listen to more episodes of ours.
Comment down below so I can be on the next podcast. And comment down below your thoughts on Black Widow.
Sure. And this has been your Captain Kenny with my XO.
Joey.
And our visiting guest.
Ambassador Maggie.
And this has been the Fast and Lightspeed podcast.